Number 1, super strength. Super strength or hysterical strength is a display of crazy abnormal strength when people are in life and death situations. There are many documented cases of super strength. For example, in 2006 in Tucson, Arizona, Tim Boyle watched as a Chevrolet Camaro hit 18-year-old Kyle Holtrust. The car pinned Holtrust still alive underneath. Boyle ran to the scene of the accident and lifted the Camaro off the teenager while the driver of the car pulled him to safety. Scientists believe the extra strength comes from adrenaline that is pumped into the body when the region of the brain called the hypothalamus is stimulated. But of course, they are not completely sure that this is the cause of this phenomenon. Number 2, echolocation. When a bat flies through the air, it rapidly emits a series of high-pitched clicks, as many as 200 per second. But did you know that humans, both sighted and vision impaired, are capable of something similar? For example, Daniel Kish was blind from infancy due to retinal cancer. He learned as a young boy to judge his height while climbing trees by making rapid clicking noises and listening for their echoes off the ground. No one taught him the technique, he just started using it. He's gotten so good at it, one of his favorite things to do is go mountain biking. Number 3, body temperature control. In a monastery in northern India, Tibetan monks entered into a state of deep meditation in a cold 40-degree Fahrenheit room while 3 by 6 foot sheets soaked in cold water are wrapped around them. Soon, steam began rising from the sheets and the sheets dried in about an hour. Herbert Benson, an associate professor of medicine at the Harvard Medical School, visited remote monasteries in the 1980s. Benson and his team studied monks living in the Himalayan mountains who could, through meditation, raise the temperature of their fingers and toes by as much as 17 degrees. The monks could also lower their metabolism by 64%. Number 4, the ability to not feel pain. First of all, the body already contains morphine-like substances called endorphins, which is released into the body during exercise, excitement, and when you hurt yourself. And it has the power to dull or completely eliminate pain by coating the receiving end of the synapses in the brain that would otherwise receive pain signals from the rest of the body. There are also many cases where people are able to control the amount of pain they feel on command. Professional hypnotherapist and psychotherapist Alex Lenkai hypnotized himself before his hand surgery so he could skip the anesthetic, says he was fully awake and pain-free during the 83-minute procedure. And finally, number 5, time manipulation. Over a period of 5 years, a researcher named Alexis Artwohl gave hundreds of police officers a written survey to fill out about their shooting experiences. What's really interesting is that virtually all of the officers reported experiencing at least one major perceptual distortion. For some, time moved in slow motion. For others, it sped up. One cop wrote that during a violent shootout, I looked over and was puzzled to see beer cans slowly floating through the air past my face. What was even more puzzling was that they had the word federal printed on the bottom. They turned out to be the shell casings ejected by the officer who was firing next to me. Researchers say this phenomenon happens because your brain has two modes of experiencing the world: rational and experiential. The first one is calm and of course rational, but if someone all of a sudden show up in front of you with a gun, you'll suddenly be in the experiential mode. Your brain goes into a kind of overdrive, bypassing normal processes in favor of hair-trigger decision-making. Most normal thinking processes are scrapped and suddenly you are operating on instinct. And because you're processing information faster, the world seems to be moving slower. But guys, let me know which superpower would be the most appealing to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you later.